Hello, I am Bosky. This is the Art of Unwinding channel. In this channel, I share my motorcycling experiences both on and off the motorcycle that can help make your motorcycling experiences better. So stay with me. Hello. Today I am going to talk about why I have changed my mind about the Xpulse 200. This sunny Sunday, Dirt Don and I headed out to an interesting place called Gummanayakan Fort, about 3 hours from Bangalore. Most of it getting there is on the fast and wide open highway to Hyderabad. Considering the fact that the destination was dirt roads and the plan was to explore the surrounding trails, the Xpulse was the obvious choice for today's ride. However, my concern was the 2 hours of open highway to get there. And as you know, in my previous videos, I have shared the fact that this motorcycle is not suited for open highway. Since the day I bought this 1.4 lakh motorcycle, I have been enjoying it, especially with respect to Sunday riding, exploring unknown roads and trails. I was used to the Himalayan and found it a bit heavy for the kind of stuff that I was beginning to enjoy, more especially post the outbreak of the pandemic. But my gripe about the Xpulse has always been its highway performance. Every time out on the highway, the motorcycle wheezes and screams for mercy at speeds above 90 km per hour, and I was not enjoying the ride. The engine clatter and the high RPM scream was really bothering me. And since there was nothing I could do about it, I just had to learn to manage it. So here's the build-up of things that led me to change my mind about the Xpulse. It's summertime now and it gets quite hot from 10 am onwards, so I decided to take my Scott motocross helmet and goggles instead of my Arai. This was to get maximum ventilation, plus the Scott helmet is super light. However, this helmet is too noisy for highway riding. Wind noise is deafening and tiring. Even when I'm using my Arai, I use cotton balls in my ears to muffle the wind noise. I knew cotton would not be enough for today's long highway ride with the Scott. So I decided to use my Alpine MotoSafe earplugs that do a great job of cutting out wind noise while still allowing other noises like honking and other traffic noises. So with these earplugs plugged in, so to speak, I set off on the highway. Here is where things got interesting. Due to the earplugs, the engine clatter, the scream and the whine of the Xpulse engine was muffled, and I could hear only the mild exhaust note. This was the first time I was riding the Xpulse with these earplugs. So with all that muffled, after a while, the ride felt different because I noticed that I was riding at 100 km per hour steadily and I was not bothered about the screaming engine. Was it that the Xpulse had miraculously changed? Of course not. The fact was that since I could not hear all the ugly noises, I was riding the bike at good highway speeds and I was not hesitant to do so. This was a revelation today, and this is what made me change my mind about the Xpulse. Of course, it does not mean the bike has become faster or more powerful. It was just the fact that since I could not hear all the noises of that unrefined engine, I was letting it rip and riding freely. So the learning and revelation was that the Xpulse can just about tour on the highways too. Mind you, just about. It was my uncomfortable reaction to the engine noises that led me to ride the bike slower and label it completely unfit for highway touring. While the Himalayan remains the king of touring, the Xpulse is not as bad as I thought it was. The bottom line is, the Xpulse is not a great highway tourer, but if one does not mind all the noises and protests that the unrefined engine makes, then the Xpulse is quite manageable and acceptable. And this also means that in overall terms, the Xpulse has closed the gap to the Himalayan in my mind. I no longer dread riding open highways with the Xpulse. It was a noise that was leading me to believe that the engine may fall apart if pushed more. And I was not pushing it to red line or above 8000 RPM. I was staying in the recommended RPM range. Anyway, guess I'll find out about the reliability soon. and I hope what I will find will be a noisy but reliable and durable engine. And like I had said in my earlier videos, that as I get more comfortable on the Xpulse and as I get more convinced that this can take me to most places that I want to go in reasonable comfort, I shall start to invest more in modifications. I did a set of mods, which video I have uploaded. The next thing that I plan to do is get the Outex tubeless kit installed on the rear wheel. The front rim is too narrow for the Outex to sit. Besides, 98% of the flats are on the rear wheel. So with that rear wheel converted to an Outex tubeless kit, there will be some peace of mind. In fact, on today's ride, Dirt Dons Himalayan had a flat tire and we used up about 90 minutes to get that fixed. The other mod will be to lower the exhaust can so that I can fit my giant loop saddlebag. I love that saddlebag, and unfortunately due to the pandemic there have been no overnight rides since March last year, and so I haven't got to use it. I hope to do these couple of things soon. In conclusion, I say that the motorcycle has not changed. It is my perception that has changed, and like they say, it's all in the mind. That's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Till next time, happy and safe motorcycling.